There is a realm beyond our own, where reality is twisted and the impossible becomes possible. A place where nightmares are made and the line between dreams and reality is blurred. This is the Jester's Realm.
A teenage girl is scrolling through Instagram late at night when she comes across a mysterious account. The account only has one post, a creepy photo of a dark, abandoned house with the caption, "Do you dare to enter?" Curiosity gets the best of her and she decides to message the account. Almost immediately, she receives a reply from an unknown user claiming to be the owner of the account. The user invites her to explore the abandoned house in the photo, promising her a thrilling adventure. Excited by the prospect of adventure, the girl agrees to meet the user at the house the next day. As she arrives, she realizes that the house is even creepier in person. The door creaks open and she steps inside, her heart racing. As she explores the dark, eerie rooms, she starts to hear strange noises and feel a cold presence around her. Suddenly, she realizes that she's not alone. The user who invited her there appears, but he's not what he seems. He's actually a ghost who has been haunting the house for years. The ghost is the last thing the girl sees as everything ends with the girl screaming and running out of the house, leaving her phone behind. For a long while she was not seen or heard from, and her family reported her missing, but soon gave up hope. The police conducted a thorough search of the abandoned house but found no trace of the girl. The only thing they found was her phone, lying on the ground near the entrance of the house. The phone contained only one message, a reply from the unknown user, inviting her to explore the house. Months passed, but there was still no sign of the missing girl. Her family was devastated, and the local community was on edge. Some people claimed to have seen strange lights coming from the abandoned house at night, while others reported hearing eerie noises that sounded like someone screaming in agony. It wasn't until a year later that a group of amateur ghost hunters decided to explore the abandoned house. They had heard the rumors about the missing girl and the ghostly figure that haunted the house, and they wanted to see for themselves. As they entered the house, they noticed that everything was in disarray. The furniture was overturned, and there were strange symbols etched into the walls. The air was thick with an oppressive energy that made it hard to breathe. As the group explored the dark, eerie rooms, they heard strange noises and felt a cold presence around them. Suddenly, they realized that they were not alone. The ghostly figure appeared before them, and they froze in terror. But after a few minutes, what appeared to be a ghostly figure at first suddenly became clearer. The ghostly figure was none other than the missing girl, who had been trapped in the house by the ghost. But unknown to the group, the girl was accompanied by the otherworldly entity, the ghost, a malevolent presence that had taken possession of her body. The girl was taken to the hospital, where she was treated for minor injuries, and later returned home. However, as she recovered, strange things began to happen. Her behavior became erratic and unpredictable, and her family started to feel uneasy around her. One night, the girl's family was brutally murdered in their home. The police investigated the crime scene but found no evidence of forced entry or struggle. Days later, the police found the girl's lifeless body back inside the abandoned house. Her phone is lying next to her, still displaying the creepy Instagram post that led her to her untimely demise. The only other clue they found was a strange symbol etched into the wall of her family's house, the same symbol that had been found in the abandoned house where the girl had disappeared and later died. As the investigation continued, it became clear that the missing girl had been possessed by a malevolent spirit. The ghost had used her body to commit the heinous crime, leaving the girl dead after it was done with her. The townspeople were shocked and terrified by the events that had transpired. The abandoned house where the girl had disappeared became known as a place of darkness and evil spirits, and it was avoided at all costs. And later finally burned down by the townspeople. The missing girl's fate served as a warning to all those who dared to explore the unknown, to be careful of what lurks in the shadows, and from that day on, people talked about the mysterious Instagram account that lured unsuspecting victims to the abandoned house, never to return. Some say that the ghost still haunts the area, waiting for his next victim to arrive. Others warn that some things are best left untouched, some messages left unread, and that curiosity can sometimes lead to a terrifying and tragic end.
We hope you've enjoyed your visit to the Jester's Realm, where the darkness seeps into the corners of reality and the unimaginable becomes all too real. Join us again as we continue to push the boundaries of what is possible and explore the infinite possibilities that exist in this twisted world. Until next time, keep your wits about you, for in the Jester's world, anything is possible and nothing is as it seems.